Right, so Caernarfon. Welcome to Caernarfon. I'm going walking through the town walls. Another one of King Edward I's castles, built around the turn of the 14th century, 1385, that kind of era. And one of the finest castles and walled towns you'll find anywhere in the British Isles. I'm just going to leave the camera turned on as I walk through here. It's windy, but hopefully a bit more sheltered when I'm walking. This is the ancient town within the castle walls. Don't think I should be walking through here. Let's go this side. And we've got some bilingual menus there, except for that one. Because God in a scullion. What a lovely view up there towards more castle walls. I don't have to be voiced then. So we'll just carry on walking. Oh, that's nice. I don't mean the young lady, I mean the bit of wall with the clock. I suspect that's a more modern lineage, so by the looks of it. And I'll come down to the walls the other side, and we'll continue straight ahead. market. I'm not going to film it, but hopefully you'll see the zoom towards the church tower in the sunshine. I'm going to have a wander around the market, see if there's anything interesting there. I have to watch this. Traffic comes from almost every single angle you can find. That wasn't really very interesting, was it? I think we're now practically up to the original bike path. Oh, there's one more older building there to look at. Rented to celebrate the completion of the new water scheme for Caernarfon, but it didn't say the date. Come here to look at this building. These are some of the older parts. That stone laid in October 1890 commemorate 26th year of Dr. Herbert Evans' ministry in this church. You see this quite a lot in Wales. It's a very non-conformist country. You see the word Salem, and this is the Congregational Chapel, built in 1867. And even now you find a lot of Wales very chapel orientated, as opposed to Anglican. Lovely old building. I'll just you think you're coming against something historic, and look at what you've got. The road into town, the road around town, a church spire in the distance, nothing very exciting there, and then you have the side of this Congregational Chapel, and that sadly with the mesh to avoid breaking windows, but nevertheless these are the kind of things that add charm to towns like this. And as we walk back towards the commemoration of freshwater in Caernarfon, I'll probably bring this little segment to an end. I'm now standing above the Welsh Highland Railway, their brand new station here at Caernarfon. This is a bit awkward because trying to get through there is a tunnel. I don't know if you can see it when I hang this out here, but it looks as though it goes the opposite way to what it did when I was last here, and that tunnel is part of the old railway line from Bangor to Avon Wen, and down below is a bit of the track bed reserved. I wonder what else we can see. I don't think I'll bother with too much more up here. There's an interesting building up on the hillside there, some little tower or other. Where is it? There it is. Don't know what it is, but yeah. And there, in all its glory, is the castle, and I'll try and get in there a little later on. Well, I'm standing looking into, I think they call it Victoria Tunnel. And prior to the closure of the line from Bangor to Avon Wen, this car that's coming out of here would have been a steam train. And there are still those that have a long-term wish to see trains running through there again, whether it be an extension of the Welsh Highland Railway or a reinstatement of the British Railways line through here. However, as you can see, I was up there a couple of minutes ago, the British Railways branch line is kind of occupied at the moment by the Welsh Highland Railway. Sadly, only operating, I think, as far as Base Gogledd at the moment, due to COVID once again. But their shop is open here, and we're in the harbour at Caernarfon. Mae'n hoff I cerdded at Caernarfon, looking towards, well, through a mess, the old slate quay here. Once again, it's one of these ports that would distribute Welsh slate. This brand new railway station wasn't here when I came. It was a porter cabin, but it's been built and opened in the last couple of years or so, and very successful. A shame not able to operate fully at the present time. And just to add a little bit, standing here and looking back at the tunnel, you can imagine what a sight that must have been. And suddenly a steam locomotive burst forth from the tunnel with its exhaust smoke, the steam suddenly billowing high above the tunnel there, and maybe surprising somebody who's walking along the wall above. But certainly a sight you can use your imagination with. The railway tunnel at Caernarfon. And of course you couldn't come here without coming to have a look at the waterfront. This was, as I say, at one time the Slate quay. I don't know whether these metal pieces here, where you can obviously tie up, are a remnant from those old days. I'd like to think they were. Certainly dotted in amongst the modern stuff. There are some older buildings there, and that one on the end I would definitely think had something to do with the slate industry. I'll get a closer look at it when I get further up. You certainly get a sense of history here. They say the castle dating back to the late 1300s. Actually earlier than that, it must have been Edward I. He gave orders to build Winchelsea, so it's got to be 1287, surely not 1387. I'll get some more information obviously and put it on when I get back home, so I'll give you accurate information when I do the editing. There's a pedestrian bridge over there by the looks of it. Although I thought I saw a car go over it just now. Interesting. Trouble is, this is also a car park. So, but there's an interesting juxtaposition of old and new there. There's obviously a new build, and then right next to it has got to be, hasn't it? That has got to be from the old days of the slate dock here. Very interesting. Anyway, let's continue our walk and see where I get. Nowadays, of course, there's no boats coming to pick up the slate. It's just, I say just, it's quite nice as far as these sort of things go, a marina.
Oh my god, let me see. Dropped it. Dropped it right in the phone.
The young ladies catching crabs there. I don't know whether I actually managed to capture that. She kind of got it stuck. That's not a Welsh accent, but I do have to say it has been very refreshing in this town to hear quite a lot of people talking Welsh. That didn't take as long as I thought, did it? There's a bridge here. Look at this. If I wanted to invade this castle, a pretty foreboding view. There are slits. Oh, no thank you. But looking at this little bridge, I can't help but get the impression, look at that structure in the middle, that at one time there was in actual fact a swing bridge here which would have let the boats in and out. Let's go and see if I can find any information. You hear me talking, possibly above the wind, about this next bit of land being an island, and it isn't at all. It's the other side of land, which is on the other side of the rather narrow estuary of the Avon Seant, which does a 180-degree turn south of Caernarfon and then heads back up into the hills, eventually joining with another river that actually drains from Llyn Cadar up in Llanberis. Obviously it is working the swing bridge. Cadwch i'r llwyth. Yes, okay. is an island. There's another bridge to get cars over onto it somewhere. Premises up there. Here we are. I'm so sorry for the wind. We're looking into the Menai Straits. But also being afforded this very nice view.
And now I'm trying a new feature, the voiceover, hoping that this will override the horrible sound that's coming from the wind. We were just looking round the corner towards the sheltered harbour that's provided at Caernarfon, as well as the old slate section on the River Seant, and just having another quick look at the lovely castle walls. This is indeed a very nice town, and it was great to be able to visit here once again.
Looking up again. I now know what this building was that I looked at the other end. As you can see there, the old county hall. And the CCC. Rather a magnificent building. Advertising Sunday lunch. And that, 1853. And looking at the design of it, I would say it was the old Gorzaf Heathley. However, interesting, but too many people around. I've just been speaking to a very nice lady who's excuse me, on guard duty, if you like, at the entrance to the castle, having come down this very modern walkway for disabled people, but somehow it fits, and unfortunately it's pre-booking only, so I can't take you inside, but she has confirmed for me that the castle was actually begun in the late 13th century, about 1280, something like that. So yes, it's been here a long time. So that's basically it. And then you've got this, looks like a broken part of the wall there, coming to an abrupt end. We're back more or less where we started from, in the main square, having had a good look round. And there's a nice old pub. I suppose I'll go down. We'll go down and find the site of the old railway station.
It looks like my talk about the railway line in Caernarfon will actually make a 10 to 15 minute video on its own. So I'm going to treat that as a separate issue and end my visit to Caernarfon here. We now move on to Bangor and we'll see you in that video.